Hi everybody. So I got asked in a couple of emails and on social media to talk about minimalism. Minimalism for me, and it's different for everybody, is not having more than you need. It's not living in excess. It's not feeling drowned out by stuff. So to show you what I do for minimalism, we'll do a tour of the kitchen behind me. For some, it's going to be way too much stuff, and I'm going to hear thousands of ways of how I can minimize my minimalism. For others, it's going to be not enough stuff, and people are going to ask me where certain things are, like a mixer or a blender, or things that we just don't use. This is, if you're starting out on your minimalism journey, this is a little way to show you that there is no box. You cannot, not everybody is going to fit into one, and for every person, minimalism is different. I have been this way my entire life, and I live with people that are not. I live with a husband who likes to collect things, that always thinks he's gonna need something. You can't get rid of it because one day I could use it, and why go out and spend the money again on it? I raised a bunch of boys, and some of them have followed. Like our youngest is not minimalist, but he's kind of in the middle, where he understands the value of things, and he knows enough now to buy better quality things, so he doesn't need 30 of something because it keeps breaking or keeps wearing down quickly. And my older son, in his own home, he values everything that he has. He values the 10,000 games that he has, or vinyl records. He's huge into vinyl records, and I keep telling him that that's absolutely fine. Upstairs we have a library with tons of books because that's something that we value, but we still fit into the category of being minimalist even though we have items. So here's a glimpse into our journey. There's my kitchen behind us, and we're gonna go ahead and go through and see everything that I have in it. All right, have a great day. So this is my kitchen. Like I said before, for some, it's going to be too minimal. For others, it's going to be not minimal enough. But I absolutely love it. It fits us perfectly. For every cabinet or drawer or what have you that I empty, I remove it. That way, nothing gets hidden behind it or put back in it. So you can see we have 3 so far that are emptied. Let's start with cabinets. So this is the first cabinet, pretty self-explanatory. It's a microwave that we hardly ever use. Up there are items that I inherited, that I worry about little fingers breaking. Our pots and pans, we do use every single pot and pan that you see in there. I don't have more than what we will use. And then down below are the little extras that we use, like the toaster and a crock pot. The crock pots only get used on holidays, but they store nicely right there. This is our coffee and tea section. We're avid coffee people and avid tea people. I don't have more mugs than what our house can use in a couple days. In the jar here is matcha. I make matcha tea every night. And then coffee pot is the only thing on the shelf, along with this, which holds coffee filters. Silverware. It might look like a lot of silverware, and most of you are going to say it's not very minimalist, but every single item in here gets used throughout the week. And this is where the pots and pans used to be stored until I decluttered one, so I put the plants there just to make sure that nothing ever goes back in there. That might look like a ton. A lot of the chemicals that you see in the back are Ben's. He's an avid user of chemicals. And then all the cleaning products, mainly vinegar, baking soda, and essential oils that I'll use. This is more of Ben stuff. Dishwasher, pretty self-explanatory. I do use the dishwasher a lot. And let me tell you why. A couple of reasons is it sanitizes dishes a lot better than I can by hand. It can get things a lot hotter than I can do it by hand. It also, believe it or not, uses a lot less water than if you were to wash dishes by hand. Even turning on and off the faucets, it uses a lot less water. This one is our cups. I remember at one point we were a large family, and we do have company quite often. So this shelf are every day. The shelf above it, my husband makes his own beer, and he loves beer, so that's all of that stuff. And then wine glasses. It might look like a lot, but there's only 8 wine glasses up there for when we have company. This is another cabinet that I never knew what to do with, so I took the doors off of it. It was the 2 corner pieces here were the first things that got removed, and then I put my grandmother's milk glass and other things up there. Down here, which you can't see, most people use Lazy Susan for food. I use it to store things that we use at least once a week or every other week. Things that the boys don't know how to put back correctly. But yeah, any items that I don't use on a daily basis, but I use either on a weekly or a monthly basis. Plates and casserole dishes. These dishes I do use, not as frequently. That's why they're kind of up top where I can't reach them. I'm short, I'm 5'1", so I need a step stool for everything. This up here, the little Halloween thing. We don't get trick-or-treaters, but according to my husband and my son, it fits the perfect amount of popcorn, so they keep it. And this is all cooking stuff. The other shelf that I had no idea what to do with, so it was unnecessary, so we didn't use it. This one is pretty much empty. During the school year, my youngest will put his lunch snacks up here for the week. He plans them all out, and he puts a bag up there for the week. And this is all of our storage containers, anything to go into the pantry. The jars will hold anything that I buy, and then storage. And there is all of our cooking sheets. Our junk drawer really doesn't have much in it. If you go through the drawers here, these are the spices. As for a spice to come into our house, I have to be able to use it for more than just one meal. So this is everything that I use to cook on a normal basis. The boy likes to bake. Those are everything that he needs for that. And the bottom one is empty. On this side, these are all of our utensils. Only one of each. Pretty much empty. Ben does like to barbecue, so he has a lot of barbecue items. And there you go. I have said this before, I like going through a room and being able to tell you exactly what is where in every aspect of a room. And even with his items, I can do that. So when he goes to buy an extra spatula or what have you, I can say, you have 3 in X, Y, and Z. There's nothing up in those. I can't reach them. And then that one holds the garbage can, which nobody's interested in. And so, but that's it. Again, I'll keep saying, everybody's journey into minimalism is different. For some, this is too much stuff. For others, this is not enough stuff. Every item in this kitchen I use, and it works for us. It works for what we need in our type of lifestyle. Hope you enjoyed.